Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of February 15th, 2026. Speaking of this is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. Also, be sure to check out your other placements if you don't know what they are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. I issue 48 exclusive readings for members every month. So if you can join us, that would be fantastic. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of February 15th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have haunted. At the bottom of the deck, we have cyber. Okay. Why is haunted something that Capricorn does not see coming this week? Why is this something they do not see coming this week? In your energy, first card out we have is the Sun, followed by the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Devil. That is you. Okay. You have incoming communication, offer opportunity here. You seem to be in good spirits. Let's clarify, although I hate clarifying when the cards look this good, but let's clarify. The Sun. Why are you in the energy of the Sun here this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Lovers, because you're making the choice to. Two of Pentacles and a Nine of Cups. You're happy this week because you're choosing to be happy this week. You're choosing happiness in the face of adversity, in the face of anything traumatic you're going through or any health issues you have. This is the active, wow, talk about active participation in your own happiness. I'm choosing to be happy. I'm choosing to remain balanced in the face of the storm. Six of Wands to the Four of Wands. Let's do a joint clarification. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. And that is what happens when you work on yourself, when you actively work on your old wounds, when you actively work on, issues that you have or patterns. And look, we all have them. But I'm asking that Six of Wands to the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're feeling victorious and you're feeling stable because you overcame something that you found to be challenging, or something that at some point in the past you didn't think I'd ever be able to overcome this, but you overcame it. Again, whether it's a pattern within you or, there's something like that here. And you're feeling really good about yourself. Maybe you stood up for yourself recently, and that's not something that you've done before. Maybe you've learned something new. And again, maybe, the old you would have been like, you're never going to learn that, or you can't learn that language. And this week you're like, nope, I did it. I learned it. I learned that skill, or I spoke up for myself, or I healed an old wound. So again, whatever adversity you have been dealing with, because you worked on it, you're feeling victorious. And because you're feeling victorious, you're choosing to be happy. I love it. I would expect communication here now from someone. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Take a sneak peek at that. Five of Cups. Remember, we're clarifying the haunted card. So I don't mean to laugh at the cross watcher, but I would expect communication here this week. Tell me about the Page of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Swords. Page of Cups. And the Empress. Bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. Well, I would expect offer, communication, opportunity. To me, honestly, this looks more like an apology. I don't feel like this is a job offer. I mean, I have someone here who's sitting in the Five of Cups that you either have known a long time, or they're a family member, or someone you've worked with, or this is someone who's coming in to, again, offer an apology, offer a reconciliation, trying to get out of a place with you where maybe like there were disagreements or arguments, or trying to get into calmer waters. This person feels bad for whatever transpired here. These memories, flashbacks, the trauma, the side effects. This is them being haunted by something that transpired here between the two of you. And for some of you, this was through text with that cyber card. Or in, DMs, direct messages or something like that. Sorry, that's my stomach growling. It's almost time for me to make dinner. Okay, what is this person saying? Actually, who is this person? So far I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Taurus and Libra here. Although I feel that's more energetically wanting to nurture the connection with you. Tell me more about who is this person. All right, I'm being told to take them. Chariot and the Eight of Swords. Okay, you can't see it now, but this is coming in quick. Tell me more about who is this person. After this conflict, after this heartbreak, after this setback, after this exchange of words. One more shuffle. Thank you. This person, Justice, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. This person feels like they need to speak up. They need to right this wrong. And this is the week they're choosing to do it. So again, and I don't know who this person is. Could be a boss, could be a coworker, could be a client, your neighbor. You had cutting words with somebody at some point in time. And this is the week they feel like apologizing to you again. Could be a friend, family member, lover. Certainly could be a parental figure there. With the Emperor to the Empress. It could be your romantic partner for some of you as well. Three of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Hanged Man. Three of Swords. Yeah, something transpired here. And this person is looking for a way to work with you again, network with you again, rebuild the foundation to this connection, rebuild a bridge to you. So maybe for some of you, you really have like blocked this person. So I don't know, it's probably for one of you watching, trying to rebuild a bridge of communication between you and them. So that's what I would expect here this week. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. That was a pretty quick reading. They've been averaging 9 to 10 minutes, but yours is a little bit faster. Oh, you know what? We got an extra minute. What does this person want to say to you? Aside from the, I'm sorry. This seems to be, I'm sorry. It's a little weak. I mean, it's page energy. I like that they're here in the Emperor energy because they're taking ownership of their portion of whatever transpired here between the two of you. And they're doing it in a balanced way. So I don't think they're taking 100% ownership. They're taking ownership for what they did, which is grown up, right? Because if roles were reversed, you would do the same thing. You would take ownership for what you did, not for what the other person did. So it's a very mature approach when it comes to that. But the apology is small, I'm going to be honest. Especially if this is your counterpart. They're the Emperor coming to the Empress or vice versa. I don't read body parts, but they're coming with a page apology. Let's see if there's more behind that. Tell me more about the page apology. Let's take a look at that. 9 of Wands. Tell me more about the apology. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hierophant. This could be someone you're married to or someone that you work with, have long-term committed partnership with. 7 of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. There you are. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. Asking about the apology. Hierophant, 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Well, let's remove this because this is you, whether you're masculine or feminine. This person is apologizing for... Okay, lots of different messages here. This person could be apologizing for cheating on you. This person could be apologizing for betraying you. This person could be apologizing because you wanted a higher level of commitment at some point in time and they were resistant to it. This could be someone apologizing to you because you expected them to be a stand-up person or be authentic or tell the truth, and they didn't. They lied. I feel like whatever this is, they're owning this. So they're owning, yeah, you were right. I lied about blank. I'm taking ownership. I'm feeling like ownership here. You're right. When you said A and I said B because of this. Like, I think this person's owning something here. Tell me more about that 7 of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person's going to tell you that something they did or said, they are fully aware, sabotaged a connection with you. And again, Hierophant could mean you've known them for a long time, or they're part of a community group or an organization, or again, your boss, your family member, your lover, someone you're married to, wanted to be married to. But the real energy here is this person's owning that they did not conform to something they were supposed to conform to. Some type of rule, some type of contractual obligation, some type of vow the two of you made, a promise they made to you that they, you know, reneged on. There's something like that here. They're owning this. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Strength card. And this is also an admission here of, this is also the admission here of like, I knew what I was doing. That's for some of you. I knew what I was doing. When I was dragging my feet on this, I knew what I was doing. When I told you I wanted to get married and I didn't, I knew what I was doing. I was just kind of dragging it out, you know, or I told you I did want to get married, but in reality is I really don't. Again, doesn't mean that they don't love you. I feel like this person is owning what they did and how it impacted you. For some of you, this person is going to admit that you're putting in more effort into the connection, or that you put more effort into the connection than they did, or that they were slow to reciprocate to you. I would expect an admission here from someone that they, whatever it is here that they did, they're owning it. And they knew that they were doing, whatever it is here that they did, they knew that by doing it, they were betraying you. That's going to be huge for those of you who get that. That's not for all of you. Maybe 30% of you will get that. But that's huge for those of you who get it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. It's like, I've been working on that for a long time. Or I knew I was lying to you for a long time. I was actively working on lying to you. Like that's big when someone can take that level of accountability. In that respect, that really is an emperor or empress. You might not see it that way, but think about the last time you wronged someone. You may say, oh, I'm sorry, I did lie to you about blank. But have you ever really looked someone in the eye and said, yeah, I actively knew that I've been lying to you for the last 6 months? I mean, that's cojones. Okay, so again, whoever this person is, you might not see them as an emperor or empress, but that's a lot of growth for someone to be able to hold or accept that level of accountability. And I don't think it's for all of you. I think it's for like 30% of you, but that's big. Anything else you need to know about this person this week or your interaction with this person this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups. There's that apology, offer, opportunity. Ten of Swords because of what transpired. And the Fool card. What you choose to do will be entirely up to you. But yeah, is this person coming in apologizing for something they did or said that sabotaged this relationship or hurt you or left you feeling like they lied to you or they were gaslighting you or manipulating you? Yeah, for 30% of you, you're going to hear it all. Like you're going to hear it all. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So on the low end, you know, expect an apology. And for others of you, I would expect full-blown out admission here. Most of you are going to land somewhere in the middle, but it's an apology nonetheless, and at least the acknowledgement of the role they played in whatever transpired here between the two of you. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. Strength. 2 of Swords. The Lovers. Choice, hold back. Bottom of the deck, Death card. 6 of Wands. 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay, I like this. Don't say yes or no this week. It's just your advice. You do whatever you want, okay? This would be holding back, having the strength and courage, okay, and perseverance, and the control, right? The having absolute control of yourself. That when it comes to making this choice, 2 of Swords choice, the Lover's choice, no decision. Instead, and this is, again, just advice, what you could say back to this person. Before I decide whether to end this or restart it or transform it, 6 of Wands, Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I need to make sure we're going to be victorious. I need to make sure that this will be a successful rebuild of this connection. Not that this is just dreams or wishful thinking. I don't want to live in delusion land here. Whatever you did or said hurt me terribly. And I'm just giving you the advice I'm being given. So instead of just immediately saying yes or immediately saying no, because there is some affection or respect here, instead of looking at your words, Ace of Swords, which I thank you very much for the truth, I'm going to see what you do. Page of Wands. I'm going to watch what you do. Because I'm an air sign and I love the Ace of Swords because at least it's truth and clarity, but nothing is more fucking stable than a pentacle. I got to be honest. And I tell him all the time, if we have an argument or something, don't come around with it, I'm sorry. Come around with change behavior. I'm going to respect that a lot more. I'm going to accept that a lot more. Anyone could say sorry. A 3-year-old could say sorry. The change behavior is what makes someone an emperor or an empress in terms of tarot. So again, your advice is no decision. And the response here from you, again, only advice, okay? I don't know yet if I want to fix this or work on this or completely walk away. Because if I give this a shot, I want to make sure that it's rooted in reality in that Six of Wands. It has to be a tangible victory, tangible success. I'm not going to agree to reconnect with you or come back to work or re-engage with you. And it's just wishful thinking. So there is something here of acknowledging that they told you the truth and thanking them for it. But then there's also, but now I need to see change behavior. Page of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. You could even let them know that you're going to be a little guarded until you see the change behavior. Again, that is only advice. But do with that what you want. Either way, I would expect some kind of apology here from someone that hurt you to some degree. And again, what that degree is different for all of you. But one, you're choosing to be happy this week in the face of adversity and even in while you're dealing with this person, like you're still choosing to be happy. So don't let this person rob you of your happiness. Okay, you still choose to be happy even while you're engaging in a conversation with them or getting into Inspector Gadget mode to keep a watchful eye on them to make sure that they're actually changing and not just giving you some more wordplay here. But yeah, just continue to choose happiness. And you'll know the right answer probably within the next 4 weeks because I saw the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So maybe just some careful observation over the course of next month to make sure that their words are, have some meaning behind them, that there's actually change and real accountability there. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box to find out how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. Until I read for you again, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.